I didn't want the world is telling you that, oh, your sister is an actress and like you've got the looks, so why don't you also get into it? I didn't want that ever. We come from a normal middle class family where there's no business and all, so jobs hi kari hai. Both my parents have like done jobs, so their thing was ke you should be secure and independent. Agar nahi ho, one day I remember I tried calling her Didi, and she was like, please don't ever call me that. Like, I think hamara wo age gap and but that doesn't affect the the equation that we have. It's two best friends type ki.
Hi guys, this is Ankita. You're tuned into PeepingMoon.com, and today let's talk to, how should I describe her? Not Filhall, not just for today, but she's here to stay. Nupur Sanon, who's basking in the success of not just Filhall 1, but Filhall 2. So let's take through her dreams, aspirations, what she's looking forward in her career, and when are we getting the reprise version of Filhall 2 in her voice? Hi, Nupur.
Hi.
Nupur, first,
that sweet intro.
you're most welcome. But Nupur, first things first. Normally, whenever a part two of a song comes, there's this huge expectations, and it doesn't live up to. But the hype is too strong to kill. But with Filhal, to you guys just surpassed even what the first song did for you. It Within the release of it, it was everywhere. Right now, the reels are churning. People are making their versions of Filhal from every celebrity you can look at.
It's gone crazy, reels are, and I'm so thankful because it's such a with every new trend comes a new medium of spreading or of growing. So I think reels are currently the trend.
Yeah.
Really taken over on reels.
So how does it feel? Like, were you apprehensive when Filhal 2 was about to hit? Because there is a certain nervousness. That first one was like everyone loved it. How people would take to the second one, and it was a tragic one. The ending per se.
Yeah. So I wasn't apprehensive on whether it's good or not, because I think that sort of a nervousness and apprehensiveness, all of that apprehension went away during Filhal 1. But for the second part, for Mohobbat, I was just a little skeptical and nervous about the fact कि लोग compare करेंगे, and हम लोग को यही लग रहा था कि हम अपने आप से compete कर पाएंगे, because you're exactly right. The comparison really happens, and people take 2 seconds to say that अरे पहले वाला ज़्यादा, and you know what happens? It's not even a fair comparison, because पहले वाले को इतना टाइम हो गया है सुनते 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 सुनते, एंड कुछ भी नया आप सुनो ना, तो आप जो चीज बहुत यूज्ड टू होते हो वो आपका कंफर्ट सेटअप होता है. एनीवे इट्स नॉट अ फेयर कंपैरिजन बिकॉज स्टार्टिंग लाइन ही सेम नहीं है. बट yes, there was a slight nervousness on how people would take it and how people would take the story, because I personally am a very happy ending sort of a person. Like when I got to know the story first, my instant reaction was, "Hi, Milado." It was that whole, like, I am filmy, and I think every girl guy, like that was the first reaction ki mil jaye wala cheez. But then when I heard the song again, and it played on loop, like I took like 3-4 days to really take, like I used to run the story in my mind when I was listening to the song. And that's when I realized ki हम impulse में सोच लेते हैं कि I have a happy ending हो and stuff, but these guys, the makers, Akshay sir, Khera Paji, all of these are so experienced that they know they know how to fit the entire combination in the perfect manner, So then when we were shooting for it, then my gut was also saying that yaar hum jo kar rahe hain wo theek kar rahe hain. Like this is what's going to work more than the happy ending that I was thinking of.
Nupur, how you have this one of the most different debuts per se. Normally, Akshay has this thing that so many new actresses has made their foray into the films, right from Priyanka Chopra and to come to the least. But with you are the person who has not once but twice came on screen with Akshay and in a music video. So I would say that was the most different kind of debut somebody could
Yeah,
have with Akshay. But your chemistry is being loved. You people, your love story, as you've just said, that people wanted a positive ending, and that shows that you
I,
two have been loved on screen by the fans. How
yeah,
has it been shooting from then to now with Akshay? Because I remember during your first song, you did say that how nervous it was to shoot with him. Now,
yeah.
how was it when you were shooting with him?
But that nervousness also was not on him. It was just my preconceived uh, notion about how a superstar is supposed to be. Because pehli baar was the first time that I was facing camera. Secondly, that also was with someone so big, like a big name like him. So that nervousness was there on the first day. But he is someone who, like, with his Punjabi, ek to main na, I melt when someone says Punjab, like talks in Punjabi. That's my I have a soft corner for people who start talking in Punjabi. मुझे बहुत ही like मुझे ऐसा, क्योंकि मैं पंजाबी हूँ, मैं दिल्ली से हूँ, तो मुझे बहुत like बहुत ही easy होता है रैप को build करना with that person, it just becomes like ऐसा लगता है अच्छा ये तो घर वाली language है, तो like you feel homely. So I felt that with him because he's so grounded. He's an amazing human being. He's so funny. Like we all, like, I always used to think that how is he someone who is so amazing at comedy, but he, in real life also, like, he has a very good sense of humor. His timing is really cool. So
I'm stopping you here. Akshay is also known to be a big prankster. He pulled a prank on you?
no, I was one of the lucky few जिनके ऊपर प्रैंक नहीं हुआ. I think मेरी टीम अक्षय सर से आगे निकली like प्रैंक करने में. तो मुझ पे ऑलरेडी फिलहाल 1 के टाइम पे प्रैंक एक हो चुका है, in which Akshay sir was not involved. So I was called 9th को हमारा फिलहाल 1 release हो रहा था, and I was called by like everybody was sitting together. Azim, Jani, Khera Paji, all of them were sitting together. And 9th से एक दिन पहले 8th को रात को they called me, and I was really happy with the video, and I was like, oh, tomorrow is the day, and I was in that flary world, and they called me and they were like, यार एक problem है. I said, what? My heart. So they're like, अक्षय सर को ना वीडियो पसंद नहीं आया. So I said, अच्छा. I thought there's more to it. They'll come to the point because they said, तू ना हम ये रिलीज तो नहीं कर सकते, अभी तो हम ये शेल्फ कर रहे हैं. मैंने कहा तो फिर अब, तो they said, फिर करेंगे अब आगे. पता है अक्षय सर इतने बिजी रहते हैं, तो उनकी डेट कभी मिलेगी, जब मिलेगी करते हैं, देखते हैं. अब ऐसे मैं बता रही हूँ, जानी was such a sweetheart to take the phone and be like कि अरे बेचारी बच्ची वो रो देगी या जो भी. He was really sweet that way, वरना मैं रो देती उस समय. This was their prank. तो ये already हो चुका था मेरे साथ. In fact, I was the one who told अक्षय सर कि आपको पता है मेरे साथ ये हुआ है कल. Because the next day I was shooting with him for some bites. So he said, हाँ तेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ है, चल हम इनके साथ कुछ prank करते. तो we planned something, वो funny, that's a different thing. But no, he's never pulled a prank on me अभी तक. आगे का कुछ पता.
You are one lucky person, I'm telling you.
But honestly, I'm bring it on. I'm ready for it.
But Nupur, you know that the Filhal one, what also got popular was your reprise version for it. Like the
Yeah.
unplugged one you sang. So what
I,
about Filhal too? What is turning on that front?
mm, so this, I'm getting a lot of requests for this. I see a lot of comments on my post. We
I
might
saw it there only. Yeah, there have been a lot of people asking you about it.
But it's very risky to put yourself in a situation in this situation where Deepra Paji has sung a song. Because the kind of level he has and the dard he has, मतलब मुझे first time baby. So I am into music. I've always been really passionate about music. So that was just my my stint of like, it was just that whole excitement of ye to mera apna gana hai. I'd been doing covers and like I was like known for that. So it was just a moment that this is my own song. So like I'm gonna do this at least. So, but yeah, I mean, maybe I will. Like, I'm not sure. I've not thought about it right now. But maybe like if not like a proper, because that was like a proper video or something like jo maine shoot kiya tha, that I put heart soul into it. But maybe this time I'll just do a casual one. You know, like how I put this song Bari on Instagram.
Yeah.
So or like something like that. Maybe I've not thought. You're putting ideas into people's mind. And I'm sure अभी आपका ये इतना सा clip आएगा मेरा I have this Nupurians करके fan group of my such little girls and they're so cute. उनका उसमें वो snippet आ जाएगा and they're gonna like be after my head that ये तो
Let's do.
But
But
let's see.
if I rewind back, what started how normally when we see someone entering into the films or something, you picked a very unusual path. You never just came across as Kriti's younger sister or, just to step out with her and do it. People discovered you from your covers.
I'm so glad you said this because as sad as it sounds, very few people acknowledge this and say this, and it means a lot to me that someone's saying.
No, I mean, seriously, I discovered you from your covers. That was my first instinct that how the pop-ups that a song is getting popular and you get popped up on social media. That's how I discovered you. And it was later I found out that you were Preeti's sister.
Yeah.
What was it when you put out your first cover? Was it since then you knew that it was an indirect or a direct way to get into the films, or it was just the love for music which got you out?
That was just music. That was plain pure music. When I used to do covers, that time I had no intention. I was interested कि मुझे marketing, like मुझे college के बाद marketing लेना है, opt करना है, I want to do job and stuff. In fact, मैंने 7 months के लिए I even worked as a marketing management trainee at Delhi Duty Free. So, like my singing was just a passion. It was something that used to bring me peace, riyaz and all. I've gone to Gandharv Mahavidyalaya, Delhi mein hai, ITO mein. So I really love that. So covers was just my idea of, like no fame or anything. It was just an idea of, I love Bollywood songs and, I wanted to sing. So it was just those like really reprised versions and stuff that I used to do. But I would say that I was noticed as to be an actor or noticed as a face through my covers. For the first time, I think someone called me. I wouldn't take names, but a director, known director, called me and said that I want a meeting and stuff, and I want to audition you. I went for the meeting thinking that it's a scratch song that they've seen my video, calling me for that. And I was like blown away when they said that no, this is for acting. And I said, sir, I don't know acting and I have never thought about it. No. That time Kriti was not even here. She was shooting in Budapest. So so I called her up. So she's like, listen, give it like just like that. It just boosts your confidence. और मैंने क्या किया था? Audition दिया मैंने और साथ में मैं अपनी म्यूजिक की बात ऐसे छोटी सी दबा के आ गई थी वहां पे कि like उनका भी कर दिया and अपना भी बोले कि but sir even if you don't like my audition because I was in my heart I was like कुछ नहीं किया हुआ मैंने आज तक workshop so obviously you won't like it but if you don't like it I want to tell you that I am actually like into singing
singer yeah
उसके लिए consider करना जरूर that's what I slipped in and I came out of the meeting then they liked the audition I don't know how and that movie got shelved actually baad mein. But we took workshops and all but that put in that whole thing in my head and my heart wherein I thought I can like I like this and I can do it but then I took a lot of workshops because I wanted to make sure जैसे आप कहते हो कि like आपने कहा कि I always saw you as Nupur and not like as Kriti's sister coming out for spotting and stuff. For me, that was essential because I didn't want the world is telling you that, your sister is an actress and, like you've got the looks, so why don't you also get into it? I didn't want that ever. So I explored. When I realized that I really like it, that's when I actually chose the path. So music was never something definitely Filhal ke liye. When I was offered Filhal, I got attracted to it, even though it was a different route for an actor, because I just thought, what better for me to get something that has acting and music in it.
Exactly.
So that's something that was my organic choice, wherein I thought, okay, this is something that's meant for me. So that's how it happened. But that time covers जो आप तब की बात कर रहे हो, तब तक मैंने कुछ भी नहीं सोचा था. That was just a young girl not knowing what to do and just exploring herself and just doing a hobby. Literally, music was my hobby.
So do you think that somewhere it was that Filhal first part which affirmed the idea that yes, you can get into this performing arts. This is a different medium altogether. You're of course an arts person. You are into music and singing, but you were okay that okay, yes, I can do the camera thing because as easy as it may sound, it is not. It is one technical job at the end of the day.
Yeah. For me, I was quite sure before that also. Yeah, I knew in my heart that I can, but definitely, चाहे हम माने या ना माने, people's opinion and what people think of you, it really matters a lot. So फिलहाल maybe was like, बहुत ही normal language में मैं बोलूँ, was like a thappa from the audience and from the industry people that okay, you knew, but like now we also know, like you can. So that acceptance really mattered. I was really praised for my screen presence, so I was really happy about that, because like a few people from the industry, my parents, my mother was like, my mother, मेरी मम्मा कृति से आज तक सरप्राइज होती है. She just feels कि तुम दोनों कहाँ से आ गए हो, मैं टीचर, पापा से, like she's still, sometimes she gets surprised कि where is this gene coming from? Like we both don't have this gene, so where from? So which is actually like we don't know. मेरी मम्मा थोड़ा बहुत गाती हैं, बहुत ही, but like very, like I wouldn't say bathroom singer, but like a little one level up. But she's not someone who's trained into things and stuff. So मेरे टाइम पे भी, फिलहाल के टाइम पे, शी वाज, उनको डर लगा हुआ था पिछले दिन कि मतलब करके तो आ गई है, बट और पूरी दुनिया की, तो शी वाज, उनको ये भी डर था कि पहले मुझे दिखा दे, ताकि मुझे पता हो कि मेरे जो जो रिलेटिव्स के कॉल्स आने हैं उनको कैसे जवाब दूं. So seriously, that's how she's a typical जो माँ ऐसी बहुत चिंता करती है. So I showed her the video, so I saw a sense of like there was a sigh of relief that मैं कल फोन उठाने के लिए
कि
तैयार
हाँ, कि सही किया है कि I can pick the calls and answer everyone.
मासी जी, मामा जी, इन सबके फोन उठा सकती हूँ. मेरी नाक नीड पाई है इसने. So that was there. तो मम्मा की तरफ से बहुत acceptance and that thappa was there, because my mom has always been this person who's really pushed us towards, she's a firm believer of like education. करो अपनी कंप्लीट. कृति जी मैट देकर, अच्छा स्कोर लेकर उसको परमिशन मिली थी बॉम्बे आने की, कि 5 साल तक वैलिड होता है. मुझे भी इसलिए आने दिया, मैंने भी स्कोर मतलब पढ़ के स्कोर आई हूँ. फर्स्ट टाइम स्कोर वाज नॉट ग्रेट. Second time, I had to again study for it, get the score. That's when I was allowed to come to Bombay, because we come from a normal middle class family where there's no business and all, so jobs hi kari hai. Both my parents have like done jobs, so their thing was ke you should be secure and independent agar nahi ho to. But then this time I felt that she showed belief. मोहब्बत के टाइम पे और ज्यादा she showed that belief के हाँ, मतलब अब नहीं करना पड़ेगा तेरे को जी मैट का स्कोर.
But Nupur, do you remember, or was there ever a conversation with Kriti when she might would have sat you down? Of course, Filhal would have surprised her also, as you got the audition on your own, it became success, and then too. Was she ever like, "Ye kab hua? When did you did this?"
She was वो तो पहले टाइम पे when I gave the audition, that time also she was surprised. जो मैं पहले की एक जो शेल्व हुई हुई मूवी की बात कर रही हूँ. बट फिलहाल के टाइम पे भी मैं म्यूजिक के लिए ही गई थी. I met Dayani. He is the music supervisor of Dharma.
I know. Yeah.
I got a meeting fixed with him and I went to meet for music. And I went in so normally, like my normal, my vibe normally is very boho, or it's like a little, like I'll wear ripped denims with kurti, maybe a bindi, jhumka. That's my normal vibe that I like. So I went for a meeting like that only. I was wearing jeans, a kurta, and jhumkas. And he saw me. He said, "Music, so theek hai, but I have a project which we are looking for. Oh, like we want a simple, that simplicity they wanted a little, in terms of the aura and the face
All
and
right.
all. And they wanted someone fresh. Like they wanted a new person that they were sure of. That time Akshay sir was not in the picture. That time there was some other person, some other actor who was supposed to be there, some Punjabi actor who was supposed to be there in the video. That's when I got casted. Akshay sir ka to baad mein, I also don't know how it happened. I think he and Biprak Paji are quite close, after
Yep.
Teri Mein and all. They share a very nice bond, and he's also really interested in music. Even Akshay sir is really interested in music. So I'm still confused as to how that happened. That's their lookout. He came into production and this and
As I
that.
would say, luck would have it. It was just time to have.
So I got a call from Azim. I remember I was on the cross trainer in the gym, and this guy now I met Azim. So he said, I'm gonna call you in 3-4 days, and I've heard this sentence a lot from a lot of people. So okay,
It's a
like that.
common catchphrase in
It's
industry, common.
and all about common, like I've heard this, like like I've also gone and faced my share of rejections at audition, so I know the tone and stuff. So I didn't like pay heed to it, and I was like, "हाँ कर लेगा जो भी मतलब." So he actually called me, and I remember, he called me and he told me that you're like you're selected for it, and you want. So they saw some clippings and like videos of mine audition ke time pe. He told me you're selected for it. I remember more than that excitement ना, तब तक अक्षय सर का नहीं हुआ था, वो बाद में बताया उसने मुझे. I remember I told him this thing that Azim, more than this good news that you've given me, I would just like to tell you that I respect you so much because you're the first person who told me that they will. The thing is, even if you don't want to
You'll
take,
call back, and you called back, and you kept that word.
yeah, even if you don't want to take someone, I think it's a very respectful way to deal with certain
To tell
things.
them, yeah, that it's not
Yeah,
happening. It's
are people who have dreams, who are working hard, who are unaware how to enter this industry, who are giving auditions. Maybe they're not good, maybe they'll go back and rework. But even to get that from people that hi आपका नहीं हुआ है and all, and ये problem थी. It's so much. I think the industry would be so much better and warmer when these things happen, because I know so many of my friends who go and like this line I've heard. So I had that respect for Azim at that point of time, that dude, you really, like, I never expected that you would call back. So he even called me back, not to select that time. He called, saying that the director wants to meet you. So we'll have a meeting. So that time I was not selected. I met Arvinder Khera, uh, and I met Jani. इनके साथ meeting हुई थी उसके बाद. So, but then for me it was like you did your part. So that's really sweet.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, what was Preeti's reaction when you genuinely sat down and told her that one fine day before Filhal too, because Filhal too affirms the position that Nupur is Bollywood ready, if I should be saying it. So, what was Preeti's takeaway that because she has been here, and again, if I have to put credit to that, as you said, you come from a background where there is no backing. Kriti also made on her own, and she knows that it's a tough place to survive. It's not, as we say, as easy as it looks. People see the glamour side, but the hard work and the changes one artist has to go through. Was
Yeah.
she worried as this elder sister that I am into this, तुम भी सोच के करना?
उसने मुझे पहले बहुत बार बोला है ये, when she's seen me stressed and like maybe come back from an audition feeling a little dejected. She said this to me at times when I remember there was a film. It was a big banner film, and there were 4 people shortlisted, including me, and like got a really good feedback, a good acting. We really like you and all, and a 5th person, someone from the industry, got selected for it, and that happened to me for the first time. That I was like, I was there for that audition. I was there, and there were 3 more people. I know those people because I've met them, in that whole
Of course.
audition and the whole thing. where does this person even come from? So that hit me at that point of time, and I was quite I remember I was really low at that point of time. तब से उसने मुझे ये बोलना स्टार्ट किया था कि you have to be prepared for this, happens a lot. फिलहाल के टाइम पे I remember being a little nervous about how I should behave on set, and considering people would also think of me as Kriti's sister, so she would have certain I don't know, maybe like set etiquettes. I don't know what they call it. So I asked her how Akshay sir is. You know, like that's my first question. That was my first question to her. And she was like, he's really warm. No, just be yourself. You know, don't think of. I think she really helped me with the whole idea of maybe I would have gone in a little pretentious way of having that everything my
in order. Yep.
Like very proper and stuff. And maybe that's not me. There are elements to me which are natural, which she told me that don't restrict that, because तो जैसे मैं बात में मजाक करती हूँ. I think अगर मैंने वो restrict किया होता तो मेरा जो एक रैपो है जो अक्षय सर के साथ अब बन पाया है वो नहीं बनता, because I would have been this straight faced, really plastic, this girl, and
yes
like,
and no and yes and no girl. Yeah.
I brought out the Punjabi in me and the Desi thing and all, and that's what helped. So she just basically prepared me to be myself. I think that was the best thing. Acting wise, she was really, really surprised. She really praised me. She had like Namais, remember, Filhal ke time pe. And she was, I can't believe that you did this and all. And she was really proud of me. She was like, like, वो अपने हीरोपंती के टाइम से कंपेयर करी थी. तो she was like, nope, like, मतलब you are aware of things. तूने मुझसे ज्यादा वर्कशॉप्स करी हुई हैं. And like you're more ready and prepared. So she always feels that जितना भी time लगे, it's a good thing also. Like she feels कि मैंने इतने workshops.
I was coming to that, Nupur. You didn't jump the bandwagon after Filhal. Anyone could have expected you to, rather than doing a Filhal 2, you could have signed the film by now and it would have been out in theaters. But you are taking your own sweet time, should I say? You're not hurrying at all. There is no hurry I see in your plans to enter Bollywood. Is it organic or is it deliberate?
It's I would say both. Deliberate, yes, because I wouldn't say that there weren't projects that I could have done. Definitely, I met so many people, and there were certain projects that maybe someone who's done a song and is in a hurry to enter the industry would have done those projects. But I don't know. I just didn't feel at that point of time for them. And I didn't feel that this is the route that I want to get into. And these are the things that I have worked for. And I just thought that they didn't have the role enough, like the role where my workshops and my talent and my skill set would be utilized, even like 10% of it. So that's not my vibe, and that's not something that I get attracted to. Filhal too, to definitely, like I was waiting for it कि कब होगा. ये डेलिब्रेट पोर्शन था. ऑर्गेनिक जो मैं कहूंगी डिले जो हुआ है वो ये है कि आई हैव साइंड द प्रोजेक्ट एंड आई रियली फील फॉर इट, एंड आई थिंक इट्स समथिंग दैट्स गोना रियली ब्रिंग आउट व्हाटएवर बेस्ट act I can put out there. And I was happy about it. Okay, this is what I was waiting for and stuff. The only thing is that it's there. Because of the whole COVID situation, things got pushed a lot, because those producers also had pehle ke projects which were stuck, so they have to finish those and then go online with the newcomers that they're launching and they're setting out for. But yeah, like I'm not a person who like मैंने तो ये भी सोचा हुआ था that I remember telling Kriti once that I, rather than doing just for a film, I said that I don't think I will do this film. Like Kriti को बोला था मैंने, I don't think this puts me out anywhere, and this shows me, and like like it's just a glam doll thing that this script demands. Some purani script I'm talking about. And I told her that like इससे better मतलब अगर मुझे नहीं मिली फिल्म, गॉड फॉरबिड, सबकी अपनी अपनी किस्मत होती है, मैं जाके एमबीए करके जॉब कर लूं. That was my thing, because I am not a person that I would never want to do 2 films and be done with it, and I would never want it to be on my shoulder कि अच्छा this was or like you know me to be blamed कि okay ये मेरा choice था कि मैंने मुझे पता था कि ये नहीं work करेगी और ये नहीं है मेरे लिए सही पर मैंने करने के
Still
लिए
किया, yeah.
तो वो नहीं चाहिए था मुझे.
No, but kahin na kahin, are you aware that the moment you set foot in the industry in a full-fledged manner, the comparisons are not going to stop, and it's not just going to be a comparison to say Sara or a Ananya. It is also going to be a comparison which really goes deep. That is a sisterly rivalry which people built up out of nowhere. And I don't want to take names. You are aware there have been some iconic sister duos who have been always pitted against each other. And the one always is being told to be fallen short. Does this scare you somewhere that before even it will begin, this entire circus of being pitted against each other might become the murkier business? Or are you prepared that it's a part of the game? You will take it in stride.
I am a little prepared for the sisterly competition that you're talking about, the comparison, not the competition.
Yeah, like it's like that. Yeah. Who is better and who is this and all that.
वो होता ही रहता है, but honestly, my value system takes these comparisons to be really petty. Like I'm above them. That's what I feel because मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मैं पहले देखूंगी कर कौन रहा है comparison और उसकी thought process क्या है. And I think anyone who's comparing two sisters, I feel bad. I just feel that that person has a little like it's a petty thinking in general to do that. Yes, अगर कोई मुझे मेरी एक्टिंग को या मेरी एबिलिटीज को in general, not in a sister way, but if Kriti is put out as my competitor
as a role, yeah, like a role versus role,
a role like how maybe a Sarah would or an Ananya would, in that good. I mean I'm all out for it, and I think it's fair क्योंकि हम सब काम कर रहे हैं. It's business at the end of the day, so I be ready for it. But अगर कोई उसको एक sisterly tangent में लेकर जाके कर रहा है, that's too petty for my answer. I mean I would not. That's किसी के साथ भी ये है, मुझे पता है उसका क्या reaction होगा because I know that like I know how protective she is for me and how I am.
I was coming to that. If I say that you never took her name, even for that matter, Kriti has never put you out. You know what I mean? Like, you know, my sister, look out, do this. I haven't seen that. It's a very organic thing that, okay, she's coming out and she's coming out her own. Both of you are not holding each other's hand to foray into the industry. And that is visible. I don't know if anyone can see it or not. At least I can.
I mean, yeah, I mean, she's someone who's like, if she's proud of me for certain things, she's going to put out. Like, Filhal का जब मोहब्बत का teaser आया था, I mean, she was in shoot or something. शाम को और कुछ she messaged me कि Noops मुझे जरा swipe up link और वो भेजना, I want to put it out. I never send it कि कृति ये but
yeah, like put it right now that अभी आया है, अभी डालो.
Okay, so Kriti is someone who's got like crazy fan following on Instagram and stuff. Maybe one can say that I might benefit with her putting it out. But Mimi ka trailer aaya tha, I felt so good. You know, what would my following benefit? Like, how would she benefit from my following? It wasn't about that or like showing it to social media. It was just a very general because I have seen that girl. हम कृति के लिए ये बोलते हैं that वो कुछ भी खा लेना उसको चढ़ता नहीं है weight.
I was speaking to her yesterday. She's like, weight put on करने में बस हो गई थी मेरी कि cheese slices तक भी help नहीं कर रही थी मुझे.
नहीं होता, उसका metabolism इतना तेज है ना, मतलब उसको नहीं होता है. I have seen her like ऐसे मतलब जबरदस्ती ठूस रहा होता है ना कोई खाना, like you wouldn't even feel like eating इतना ऐसे. So she has really like I've seen her work so hard for it. That I genuinely, I was like, I was waiting कि मिम्मी का ट्रेलर लोग को दिखे और मैं कुछ डालूं and at so much and you know like to put it out. That's basic sister thing that I think anyone outside the industry wouldn't you put for your sister or your brother.
Of course.
Like, it's a general thing. But yeah, like she in fact tries. पहले ना वो डालती थी ज़्यादा and कुछ करती थी and हमको ये through someone from the industry या through and through सुनने में आती हैं आपको चीजें. तो हमको ये आया था and it bothered me a little that time. that इतना क्यों promote कर रहे हो अपनी sister को? Just like if she's putting a photo with me, होते हैं लोग ऐसे. I'm okay with it. Like कर लो जो भी बात करनी है, because a lot of people are mean. So you know, if I'm putting a selfie with her, or if she's putting a selfie with me, हम इंडस्ट्री से पहले भी करते थे, but like I mean,
Your siblings.
yeah, hello. So और किसके साथ करें? And lockdown में साथ करें. So this happened. So in fact, she like maybe हमने थोड़ा कम कर दिया, हमें realize भी नहीं हुआ. Not because of that, but maybe वो थोड़ा हमने कम कर दिया है. Also in a way that like you know, I used to sometimes go out for some parties and stuff with her, just to be aware and just to see how it is. And in general also, like how Kriti sometimes takes me out with some college friends also, like in general, because I'm like हमें age gap है, but we are very like I've never called her Didi. So it's always been that rapport where Kriti is Kriti. And like one day I remember I tried calling her Didi, and she was like, please don't ever call me that. Like I think हमारा वो age gap and but that doesn't affect the you know, the equation that we have. It's two best friends type की. So I think मैंने कम कर दिया है जाना उसके साथ बाहर. And because she also said she was really happy Filhal ke liye, also because it was my own thing, you know, like
Yeah.
she was really happy about that thing sabse zyada, that you know, I'm so glad, because otherwise people find something or the other to put out. अभी भी ढूंढ ही लेंगे वैसे, but still
But
जितना
on a
yeah.
Yeah, but on a positive note, before we end this, Nupur, what is it the Nupur Sanon, the actor, looking for in industry? Because I'm not going to name it. There are every day a new news. You're doing this film and you're doing that film. So I'm waiting for the announcement, just like anyone else. But what is it Nupur looking for, as an actor? Or if I would make it even more fun, is it that this film of any current, young generation actress gone by, even including your sisters, you would be like, this can be a perfect debut. What is it? What is it for Nupur?
The kind of films that attract me are maybe like a Mimi, maybe like a Bareli Ki Barfi, maybe like a Humpty Sharma, maybe like a band
That's
background.
like so you. That's the natural vibe of.
Yeah, that's my natural vibe. Anyone who talks to me will get to know that this is my natural vibe. So that's what attracts me. And also, I just don't want कि वो मेरे close हो. I also want there to be some performance. See, I have worked really hard and I know it in terms of the workshops and stuff. And मैं घर पे कोई ना कोई scene उठा के कैमरे मतलब शीशे के सामने कैमरा रख के I shoot myself. So I have tried to break that thing for myself कि and be ready कि I don't want someone to call me just a pretty face. I want them to feel that, oh, she knows how to act and she's ready for that. So I want some script, and I think that's what attracts me कि जिसमें मैं दिखा पाऊँ. Point ही क्या है, because I know that एक ही chance है मेरे पास, like to show my acting, and one film only. I don't have some production, some producer who's sitting in a very like you know, in a space where they would give me another chance कि ठीक है नहीं अच्छा कर पाई, but एक और एक friendly connection. और I don't have that. कृति खुद अपने लिए अभी mark बना रही है. So she's always told me this, that nope, beyond everything, above everything, your acting should be good. Work on it. She keeps pushing me to do that. So I think that's something that I would want to put out. I want some project which puts that out for me.
Can't wait, Nupur. And it's really nice talking to someone who is very self-aware and knows that from where that person is coming. And there is this one golden chance, and she really wants to make most out of it.
Yeah.
And if there is anything at all, I wish you luck. I'm really looking forward for your announcement. And before you scold me, yes, I'm looking for the unplugged version also for Filhall too, so it's perfectly fine. I'm going to put it out in the universe for your fans.
चलो आपने कह दिया तो मैं कर लूंगी.
But it's really nice, Nupur, to talk to someone who knows that this is not going to be easy. And as easy it is not going to be, that person is ready to take in heads on. So I just wish you luck. I can't wait to see you on screen. And thank you for the honesty, because as we just were discussing that, it's very easy to I don't want to comment on this, but to come out, answer, be honest, and say it loud that how you feel and feel it from deep heart.
Yeah.
I think it will resonate with all your fans. So thank you
Thank,
for the honesty.
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for wishing you all the best. And yes, I'm waiting.
Yeah. Soon, soon, soon.
So,
Chalo.
thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.